So you guys are tuned in today to the channel. I know you guys are. It's the X79 launch. You guys have already seen, we've brought you a couple of unboxings already for entry-level motherboards. Now we're going to bring you a couple unboxings for the enthusiast level. Right here behind me, I have the P9X79 Deluxe. Now this is an enthusiast level board, not for the high-end gamer, but the enthusiast level. We'll be showing you 3 levels of motherboards today: entry level, enthusiast level, and high-end gamer level. That said, let's jump right in and see what comes in this box. I'm going to get a little frisky with that cardboard. All right, folks, here we're taking a look at the outside of the box, trying to get too much glare, of the P9X79 Deluxe. Now, this motherboard is geared for the enthusiast level, has a lot of nice features on it. Now, one thing I just want to mention right off the bat, this board features triple SLI, which is kind of weird because most of the boards either support either quad or just dual, but this board supports triple SLI, but quad crossfire. Kind of trippy there. Anyways, I'm going to open the top right here because a lot of the basic features that are in here are right here. Their TPU, the ultimate turbo processor, is for overclocking. It's a one-button thing. You just go ahead and hit it. It'll just overclock your CPU. There's also manual overclocking allowed as well, but if you want to just do it manually, if you want to do it automatically rather, this is the thing you want to use. The EPU, your energy efficient all around, this actually keeps everything in the motherboard running cool, all the power going in, keeping it for long life. USB BIOS flashback. What this is if you have a problem with your BIOS, you can have it on a thing and automatically flash back your BIOS through this as well. Also has USB 3.0 boost, is for charging up all your external stuff like that. Works pretty good. Fan Expert, this controls all your fans and everything inside the system, making sure all your heat levels are well maintained so you can keep your system running cool. Also for audio, it's got DTS Ultra PC2 and DTS Connect. This is just the unboxing. I've only had this motherboard for actually a couple hours, but I'm going to go ahead and just unbox this thing and show you guys it. There's a little tab right here. I'll go ahead and open this up. Now this motherboard is for the new Sandy Bridge E Extreme. This is the launch date today, and we've brought you guys a lot of motherboards. Go ahead and just bring this thing out of the box, pull it off to the side. This time we'll do it a little bit differently. We'll take a look at the motherboard first. Motherboard's pretty heavy, seems very well built. Let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. I'll just go ahead and set it down right here. Probably a nice angle for you folks to see. You can see right here, this is the new LGA 2011, very much like a Xeon socket, very big, but it actually runs pretty cool according to what we've seen so far. This board also supports 8 channels of DDR3 memory. So they call it quad channel memory, but it's actually just dual channel memory being used in 2 different slots. We have a 24-pin power connector here. We have the 8-pin power connector here. You can see that all around, all the MOSFETs, everything is completely cooled. Inside, there's a little angled heat pipe right here. This is helping keep everything on the motherboard running very cool. It goes all the way around here. And then also here, you see we have more of that continuing all along the board. So everything on the motherboard, this is going to be really well cooled all the way around. Very nice design on this. I like this one. So far, a lot of motherboards I've seen, I really like this one. So far, the design is very well. Now let's take a look at the PCI slots. Like I said before, this motherboard supports triple SLI or quad crossfire. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the PCI 16X lanes, and then we have 1, 2 of the PCI 1X lanes. Now, some really cool things about this motherboard. Down here, we have the clear CMOS switch. It's a little bit hard to see. It's a little button right here. We have the reset the motherboard and the restart button all right here. And then also right here, this little meter right here tells you if any errors in the board. Little numbers will come up. There'll be a booklet. It'll tell you if there's anything wrong with the motherboard whatsoever. MemOK is another button that we see on the motherboard. That's located up here by the 24 power. That's right here. This is for actually testing all the motherboard. Probably should have covered that earlier when I was going up there. But anyways, we also have the EPU and TPU. We also have switches right here. These actually control that. Looking at the SATA ports, we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these ports. All these ports on this board are going to be the new SATA 6 gigabit one, so there's no problem there at all. Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at the rear I/O. This thing's really fleshed out. I'm just going to go over some of the really cool points about this board. For one thing, you can reset your CMOS and your BIOS right here by a little switch. You just push this right here and it'll automatically switch it. Now over here, something else that's cool is these are powered eSATA. I really like these ports. If you've got an external unit you want to use, you get all your power and everything through that. Most of the motherboards too today, you only see a few of the USB 3.0 standard ports, but on this one you see a lot. 2, 4, 6 right off the bat in the board. You've also got dual ports for your RJ45 LAN, and you've got both analog audio and for your digital audio, you've got your SPDIF port. So pretty well fleshed out rear I/O. So now let's move on and let's see the bundle. This motherboard comes with a lot of cool stuff. We'll start out with the rear I/O. Everything actually clearly marked on here so you know where it goes when you're plugging your connections in. I like that a lot. Most of them do come that way, but this one's really nice. Then I've got 1, 2, I got 1, 2, 3 SATA cables. I've got the 3-way SLI connector right here. You can check that out. Go ahead and set that down. Here's something really cool as well. This is your Bluetooth Go 3.0. Really nice little feature that comes with this motherboard. Not a lot of them have that. We'll cover a lot more of that in the review, but it's a really nice thing to have. Got an additional little fan right here. Don't know exactly where that goes either, because like I said, this is just the unboxing. We're just here to see what actually comes in the box. You guys know that. Then we've got the headers that go in the motherboard. These are all your easy connects. They show you where everything connects to. So you just basically plug in your motherboard, take all the wire, smeared case and everything, and just plug them into there. Simple, easy connection, no problems. Actually, I apologize. There's actually one more SATA cable that was buried in there. So there's 4 SATA cables so far. I also have a crossfire bridge. And then I have a little wireless antenna right here. And the last thing in the content box is the manual. A little instruction guide for installing the CPU, because it's a little bit different on the LGA 2011. The driver's CD. And so basically all this right here is everything that you'd see inside of the bundles page over on our written site, Motherboards.org. Thanks for watching. Today has been the ASUS unboxing of the P9X79 Deluxe. See you guys later.